Hello my friends. I got this log splitter about 3 years ago. It's never ran. At one time I did have it pop and it fired, but I never had it running. So today, now that I've got some other tools, the problem I was having is I couldn't get the motor off because I couldn't get that off the shaft. But now I have a puller and a torch if needed. Hopefully I can get this thing off and work on it in the garage, because mosquitoes are terrible out here. So it's a 5-horse Tecumseh, and if anyone has one of these, this is a Yardman. I think it's from the 80s. If anyone has one of these, please comment. I have no idea what the model number of this is, and I'd like to get an operator's manual for it if I could. But unfortunately I don't have the model number of it, and that's nearly impossible to get a manual if you don't have a model number. So anyway, I'm going to take this off and get it in the garage and start working on it. Okay, well, I got it off finally. I was having the problem. Let me show you how this thing was. This thing here, right, that's bolted up here, then this thing is on here like this. Then there's another half to this on another shaft, and this was, I couldn't get a puller in there, and you actually have to undo the engine in order to try to get this off. Well, this was the problem, was stuck on there so tight, so I had to do it from the other end, take that end off and then unbolt it, and then take the engine off, and then I brought the engine in, and then I had to pull it off. Pain in the ass. But here it is. Little 5-horse. I'm going to try to zoom in here because I really don't know what year it is. I forgot how these numbers work. Let me zoom in here real quick. If I can't read it, maybe you guys can read it. The 87C 8 maybe 20, and then the serial number is 72388. So I don't know, maybe this is a 88 engine. Not sure. So I guess I'm gonna first off check for spark. I did have spark a long time ago, but it's been sitting quite a while, so. But it's been covered too with a tarp. But I guess we'll check that. And I don't remember if I bought a rebuild kit for this carburetor. I don't remember, it's been so long. Maybe I'll know when I get into it. Okay, cool. So we know the problem isn't going to lie in there. Guess I'll work on the carburetor now, try to get that off. After I get myself a drink. Hopefully I don't have a problem like I usually do getting these things off. That stupid design with a bolt in the back. I don't think I'm going to have a problem because I've had the carburetor off before. I don't know if I ever talked about this table before. This is a pretty neat little table. You guys ever want a project? Get yourself an old table. Put a vise on it. You can move it outside. You can work on stuff. I use this table all the time, man. It's cool. It came with the house when I bought it, and I was going to throw it away. I was going to take the vise off and throw it away. And then I got this nice piece of wood, because the wood underneath it was pretty crappy. And I put a bigger platform on it. I use this thing for just about everything. Of course, my workbench is full right now. Yeah, that looks pretty new underneath there. I might have gotten I don't know, can you see it? That gasket, that's pretty new. That's pretty shiny yet. That looks pretty new. I do think I bought a rebuild kit for this. I don't run. I don't know why it didn't run. I don't know. But I'll just take it apart now anyway. Oh, I'm going to need to clean it anyway. Some water got down in there, I think. I need another drink. I'm really hoping to get this thing running. Oh, maybe there's something else internally wrong with it. I don't know. All I know is it fired. Yeah, I think it may have ran even a little bit, but not long. So. Look at this. Nasty bad. Alright. That turned out pretty nice, huh? How nice and clean that is now. Gotta get it in the camera so you can see it. Turned out pretty nice. I'm just kidding, this is another one. My neighbor gave it to me. He had a snowblower with a 5-horse. And he got rid of the snowblower but kept the carburetor. He thought he would try to rebuild it, but he doesn't know anything about engines or anything. He told me himself. So I could just put this on there, and you're probably asking, well, why don't you just put that on there? Well, I could, but I don't know if it'll work or not. Like I said, he just unscrewed stuff and put screws in, and he might have over tightened them. I don't know. So anyway, maybe I will try it if I can't get this carburetor cleaned out, because I don't know. Take a look at this. When it zooms in, pretty rusty. Corrosion. I don't know. Hopefully I can clean that off. I should be able to. I've seen a lot worse. So we'll just work on this. Alright, so I'm going to clean all this stuff up. I know everybody's seen carburetors getting rebuilt and cleaned before, so I'm not going to waste your time, because you've all seen it done before by people that can do it way better than I can, and a lot faster. So I will clean this up. When I get this cleaned up, I'll put it back on the engine and we'll give her a shot. See what happens. Alright, I got the carburetor all cleaned up and back on the engine. So I'm going to take off this muffler here. See what kind of surprises is behind it. out. That's what that looks like inside. I know mice has been in there. Let me turn this around. I don't know. Thinking maybe I'll pull that head just to see what's going on there. Not sure. Not gonna pull the head just yet. I just wanted to see what it looked like in there, so. Okay, I've got everything back together here. My beautiful assistant's gonna hold this table while I yank on this thing. Let's see if she'll start. Oh, it fired, everybody.
It did.
So I'm in the middle of taking the cylinder head off. I put a big drill on this thing and it was just kicking like a mule, so I think there's something wrong inside. No 5/4 should be kicking like the way this thing was. So I'm taking the cylinder head off. And see what's under here. I don't know, I was told when I bought this 4 years ago, the guy said it hadn't ran in a long time. It wasn't even his, but said it did run though. Having a little hard time believing them. But, you know, if it's junk, it's junk. I've got some other engines, you know. Engines are pretty easy to come by. Alright, I got all my bolts lined up how I took them out of the head. Let's see here, what's going on. Well, that's the head, top of the head. This is what it looks like. I don't know, man. I don't know if you can see this or not. No. Alright, I'm gonna move you guys. so you can see the piston here. There's the top of the piston. Exhaust valve, pretty crappy. So I don't know what's going on with this thing here. I'm gonna clean that off. Alright, this is day 2. I did have it running for about 10 seconds yesterday. But I may I think I might put that other carburetor on it. So let's see what happened. Alright, I'm going to change this carburetor. I had to put the other throttle from the old carburetor on because this was hitting the muffler. Man, it's quite different, so that wasn't working, so I had to put the original throttle back on, or on the new carburetor. So I'm going to put that on. Alright, got the carburetor on. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Progress, my friend.
Well, it looks like I'm done with this thing. I didn't get it running, but the threads there for the flywheel, they're stripped now, so now the nut just keeps turning and won't turn the engine. So I'm done with this engine for a while. I have to get a new I'm tired. This thing gave me a workout. I'm gonna pull this one off, get one of my my white ones, one of the 6 horses, and I'm gonna work on that. It's a dreary day out, rainy, cloudy, pretty crappy, but temperature is nice, so I'm just gonna hang out in the garage and we'll work on that white one.